Welcome back, CSE 3200 Yukon Stores. We are in Chapter 3, Activity Lifecycle, and in today's video we are going to use the Logcat to show that we've made it from onCreate to onStart to onResume, and then later we'll show that we can go back through the cycle, the destructive cycle, and go onPause, onStop, onDestroy, and then do it again. All right, so we're going to go into our code, and we are going to come up here and put a line of code where we hadn't before. Private const val tag equals main activity. This is called at the top level. It's before my declaration of my class. Anything in Kotlin that has the keyword const, which is constant, like final in Java, must have val. If I start typing that and I type const, there's no way it's going to let me do const var. It's a contradiction. It has to be constant, and this also says it has to be constant. But when it's of type const, it has to be declared before the main activity. It will get loaded into memory first. Our const will always be of type string. Well, let's put it this way. It should be very lightweight. Your tags should not have a lot of information in them. So in this class, the only thing we are going to use our tags for are for these strings, and they're going to be for two purposes. One is to say I need to get from this activity to this other activity. That's in the future. Another is we're going to get from this activity to a fragment. That's in the even further future. But today is the other reason that we're going to use tags, to show that we can report something in the Logcat. See that right there? Logcat. So we're going to go inside of our onCreate before any of the code that we put in, our custom code here. Our custom code starts here, and this is the code that was given to us right here. We're going to make a call, log.d. If that turns red on you, if the log turns red on you, it's because you need an import. If the letter afterwards turns red on you, it's because you haven't put in enough arguments. It requires two, the tag and the string that you want to report. So tag onCreate entered. All right, now whenever we bring up an app for the first time, override fun onCreate with the parameters saved instance type of type bundle. You know, we haven't talked about that question mark yet, I don't think. So it's automatically there. We need that onCreate. That's our first method in our activity lifecycle. All the other ones, start, resume, pause, stop, destroy, they're inherently there, and you'll kind of see that in a little bit. All right, so we are going to go to the bottom of our onCreate. This curly brace leads me to, let's see, a curly brace at the bottom. Where is this? Hang on. I wasn't finding it, but it was right there. I did notice that I already have this code in here. That's okay. It'll be a little bit faster. Here is the end of my onCreate. Now, what we would have had in there before is our first custom function, which was probably toggle image. And we are going to put in override fun onStart, etc. Here, I'll delete this and I'll start typing it because there's a couple of comments that I have about it. Override fun onStart. If I do no autocompletes, then I will get an error message. And the error is coming from the fact that it's required that for the other 5 methods, start, resume, destroy, etc., we need a call to the parent's version of it by using super dot. Hey parent, super dot, use your onStart. So we're going to, in this onStart, we're going to use the parent's onStart. Now, if all I type is super dot onStart, pren, and that's it, then this turns gray. The reason it's gray is because it's saying you haven't done anything yet. Even though I have something similar like an on resume. Here, I'll show you. In on resume, I'll keep the super dot on resume, but if I comment out the log function, then it turns gray. And that's because the parent already has its own on start. And I inherently get this code right here, with the exception of the override. And so if I just type the code that's inherently there, it's like, well, you're not doing anything. All right, so we put in our message, log.d, and then on start, entered. All right, so I have one for on start, on resume, on pause, on stop, and on destroy.